Okay, good evening. Getting in a bit of a leg session tonight. Starting out with belt squats. I don't do them all that often, but they're decent exercise, great for kind of decompressing the spine weirdly. They create a bit of traction on the spine. So I'm just going to go up 2 plates at a time. I started out on 4 plates. Remember, this is a belt squat, so there's a lot of leverage. No idea what the poundage is, but they feel really good. They feel quite nice. So I'm going to work up to something decently heavy on here, whatever it is, 8 plates or so, hopefully, for my eventual top set. But like I said, I'm going to go up 2 plates at a time, so I'm going to throw on 6 plates on there. Hopefully, if that feels okay, go up to 8 plates or whatever I can get on there. As it gets heavier, it seems to pull you in the ground a little bit. I was having quite a lot of trouble wrecking that then. I'm going to make the chain a little bit shorter, so it should give me a bit more clearance. Right, that was, I think, what was that, 8 plates? Sorry, I'm just counting it. I'm going to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8 plates. So, I can't remember if this fits 9 or 10 plates on. I'm going to find out. Right, I'm going to shove on a couple of extra plates and see how it goes. I did put knee wraps on because I do feel these in my knees a little bit sometimes, even though they're pretty healthy and pretty good for your lower back. I do feel these in my knees a little bit. So I thought 8 plates is starting to get relatively heavy for a plate slot on this. So I thought throw them on just in case. So I'm going to try the 10 plates. Hopefully it'll move. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. One of those. Looks kind of scary when you put it in a big pile and attempt to squat it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, moved on to squats, but I'm using slant boards for the squats. So I've already done a couple of sets just as warm-ups. I've gone up to 3 plates now. Now, those of you who've ever done slant board squats before, these were made quite popular a few years ago. I've done them on the odd occasion on some of my videos. But they really allow you to get a bit of extra depth. They were made quite popular a few years ago, about 2-3 years ago, by Knees Over Toe guy, who's pretty popular on Instagram and YouTube and what have you. And he's a ex-high-level basketballer who had to have surgery on his knees. And he basically rehabilitated them, and he's all about mobility and kind of joint health and joint integrity. And I remember seeing him do these, and it was something I'd never really invested any time in, because I've always had reasonably mobile ankles. But he always talks about these for helping to bulletproof your knees. And they are very, very challenging. Now, in the old days, when I was growing up and I was a young pup in the gym, if you couldn't hit depth on squats, a lot of the time it was to do with ankle mobility. No one told you that, but what they used to tell you is just to put a couple of plates underneath your feet, like a couple of 2.5 kilo plates or 1.25 kilo plates, and it just elevates the heel a little bit. So this is essentially doing that, except it's to a much greater extent. So it really does allow you to hit even greater depth, and it's also just much more challenging on the actual quads. You will not be able to use anywhere near the amount of weight. The most I've ever done on these is 180, and that's like a healthy mark at 180. To be fair, they don't really lend themselves to kind of using monster weights by any means. But I'm going to stick with 140 now. I'll probably get one quite high rep set, 10 reps plus. Because time's creeping up on me, because I've got a client, as always, in a few minutes time. I've got a client in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to get a all-out set of 10 plus. That was way harder than I expected it to be. Yeah, so I just did one all-out set. 2 warm-up sets and then one all-out set, 20 reps with the 3 plate. I wasn't sure how it was going to feel. I knew I could get 10, but again, getting to the 10 wasn't too bad. And each rep was, I think, decently around or below parallel. But if you've not tried them before, you'll definitely find that you get a really good kind of pump around the teardrop area. You feel it everywhere in the quad, but and what I will say, I can tell I haven't done any high rep squats for a long time. I squat reasonably regularly. I squat every week, but I think I've been messing around with lower reps for a while. I haven't hit more than a 10 rep squat for quite a while, so having done two 20 rep squat sets today, I can see my conditioning form has really gone off. But you know, it's one of those areas. It's you know what it's like with training. You're kind of constantly trying to juggle an egg, juggling your eggs, juggling a ball, whatever you want to keep. Trying to keep everything up in the air. You know, when you are on a heavy-duty strength program, you often find your fitness goes off. Recently, I've been going a little lighter. I've been doing more in the way of general conditioning, like the ski erg, bike, and things like that. I don't film everything. You saw one of those types of workouts a few weeks ago. But in the process of doing that, because I haven't been doing 20 rep squats, they go out the window. My heavy duty stuff at the moment is out the window anyway, because I'm just a bit injured and a bit battered at the moment. So if/when I do manage to get back to that, you know, it's just one of those. Right, I am now going to move on to a little bit of calves, because like I said, I've got a client in a few minutes time. So she has just messaged me, to be fair to her. So she said she's going to be up to about 10 minutes late, so that does buy me a little bit of time. So I'm going to get the safety bar out and do some safety bar standing calf raises, and then I will be finished. Okay, I've been trying to cut down on the amount of sets I film at the moment, because when I'm editing these, and when I'm filming everything, some of the videos are like over an hour long, so I'm just editing things down a little bit. Only kind of, I think I'm going to start showing some just towards the top sets. Otherwise they just go on forever, and my views are already down pretty low, so people are probably bored of seeing me doing every single set. So I just did 4 plates. Obviously I've just gone up 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, 4 plates, and now I'm going to have my top set of 5 plates, and I'm going to get just 5 plates again for as many reps as I can get. Okay, finished. Not too bad, not too bad. Hitting top sets of 20 on for legs was pretty good today. So 20 reps of the 10 plates on the belt squat. That really took the edge off my strength, to be honest with you. And then 20 reps with the heel elevated squats as well. That was okay. And again, I hit a top set of 20 reps with the 5 plate on the calf raises. So can't complain too much. Right, remember what I've said. I'm uploading now on a Monday and a Friday. So if you are someone that has missed my videos recently, because I know I'm lost in the algorithm and whatever, I upload regularly on a Monday and a Friday. I've been trying to set them for premiere so you guys can see them well in advance as well. So hopefully it'll pop up on your feed. Aside from that, Train hard, have a good week, and I'll speak to you soon.